I have a family member who worked in childhood education and was able to give me an assessment when I was pretty young. And it was in a subtle enough way that I don't actually have any memory of it happening. This is Evie's dyslexia story. I was just always told that dyslexia was something that I have, and people were able to help and support me accordingly. My family didn't do traditional schooling. We did a form of homeschooling that mainly focused on child-led learning, and we built our lives around how our brains worked. That's interesting, that's cool. It was great for a neurodivergent household. I remember when I was around 8, I learned how to read and everyone was happy for me. And since I checked that box, I stopped practicing and ended up losing that skill. Ooh. I didn't tell anyone and quietly retaught myself how to read over the next couple of months by looking at road signs and buildings. Apart from that situation, growing up, I never really noticed that I had this learning disability. Once I started college, though, it hit me like a truck. I was able to get some accommodations, but the ones offered weren't the most helpful, so I just pushed through. I was able to get help from some family members reading aloud for me, but there was a lot of time I spent virtually beating my head against the wall because I had a week to read 3 chapters in different books that were all so unbelievably boring. I have since graduated though with 3 associates, and I'm working in my chosen field, and life is a little easier. But I miss the days in my childhood where I wasn't so aggressively reminded that I have multiple learning disabilities every day. Evie, thank you for sharing, and I appreciate your vulnerability. It is hard to live every day being reminded of that, and there is something beautiful about the simplicity of childhood before it feels that way. But thank you for sharing. And to anyone else who might want your story shared, as always, you can go to the link in my bio, click on share your story, put it in there, and I just might share it.